Hi friends, my name is Claudia and this is my Heal It Yourself series where you tell me your success stories of how you healed yourself naturally and I share it with the world to show the world natural healing really works. So this week's episode is all about clove. And early in the week we talked about how my coworker, and a lady on my TikTok in Espanol um, who shared her story, all of us were able to resolve a toothache utilizing clove. Um, and so yesterday we talked about additional ailments that we could utilize cloves for. And today I'm going to talk a little bit, there's going to be a little bit of overlap, but it's going to be like different ways to apply it as well. But before we get started, sorry, disclaimer is this is not intended as medical advice. This is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. Please do proper research before you try anything you see on the internet, and always consult with your healthcare professional for what is best for you. Okay? Okay, so uh, clove oil is rich in eugenol, which is what is going to be what causes the pain relieving effect inside the oil. So it's mostly used, I guess, for pain relief, but it does have other benefits as well. Um, it's good for peptic ulcers. Those are ulcers in the stomach and I want to say in the small intestine. It can help with intestinal parasites, which I didn't mention yesterday. And it can also help with candida, which is candida. I can't say that. It's also helpful with candida or candida. I don't know. Different people pronounce it differently. Um, which is an overgrowth of yeast in the body and it causes a lot of health issues. So it can help with that. Um, it can help with scrapes and bruises by applying the clove oil to scrapes and bruises. Okay, it can be used in combination with other oils for oil pulling. So I actually read that clove and comfrey are both really good for your teeth. Comfrey helps rebuild your teeth, and clove oil helps, I think, heal them. Um, well, they both do. So I had like this idea because I do oil pulling with coconut oil. So I decided to put some comfrey, ground up comfrey and ground up clove in my coconut oil. And I put it like outside so that the oil can melt in the sun and it could be infused with the healing effects of clove and comfrey, so that when I do not mouth pulling, oil pulling, that those properties are in there as well. And I think it tastes amazing, but you can use it for oil pulling. I don't know if you could use the oil by itself, the clove oil. I don't see why not. Or you could make your own oil and utilize that, kind of like what I'm doing. Um, you could use it as a tonic for coughs. Okay, you can make a tea and treat insomnia. I thought that was pretty interesting, and I know insomnia is pretty common in people these days. So if you have trouble sleeping and you have insomnia, definitely give it a try. It's always worth trying to see if it works for you. But it's supposed to induce a sound sleep. Okay. And then yesterday we talked about some sexual health. And so today's a little bit talking about a little bit more on that. So drinking clove oil can improve circulation to the genitalia. And if men are interested in having a better erection and delaying ejaculation, you could basically massage your penis, but they say focus more on the glands, utilizing uh, clove oil. You definitely want to dilute it because it will burn. It is a spice, so it has like a spice to it. So you definitely want to dilute it with coconut oil or some other kind of oil. But you would massage about 15 minutes a day, focusing on the glands for a few days. And this is supposed to help desensitize you to help delay ejaculation. So if you want to last longer, you could try that, see if it works. Let me know in the comments if it does. Um, Let's see, it also works as a mosquito repellent. I think it's an orange or a lemon, correct me if I'm wrong, where you stick some cloves into it and you put it outside, and it's supposed to be a repellent to mosquitoes. You can put some clove oil in some water and drink that. You could do a few drops of clove oil um, in another type of tea. So like, let's say you drink green tea or chamomile or some other kind of tea. You can put some drops of clove oil in there. Um, you could use it, mix oil or the ground clove, uh, and gargle with it and use it as a mouthwash. We did talk a little bit about that. You can sprinkle clove powder on a wound to help relieve pain. I didn't know that. That's pretty interesting. You can put the oil on a cotton ball and place it on sores and wounds. So, especially in the mouth, like sometimes if you have like a cold sore or if you have like an abscess in your mouth or something like that, you can soak it in the oil and then just put that piece of cotton. You know how like the dentists put all the cotton in your mouth when they're working on your teeth and they don't want like saliva to go there? You could do something like that and put it up against the actual sore in your mouth, and it's supposed to help relieve with the pain, and that keeps it continuously there, so it's continuous. Which we talked about how the effects are like, um, they don't last very, very, very long. So that's another thing to consider. You can try that. Um, you can be used rubbed topically onto the skin to help relieve pain from sprains and spasms. Um, if You could add 3 cloves to boiling water for 5 minutes to make a tea, and drink that to get the benefits of the oil. You could boil 7 to 8 cloves, and then they say to inhale the steam if you want to relieve symptoms of a cold. I think you could also probably do that with a diffuser and have the similar effects, only the steam will be hot. So that'd probably be opening up more, So maybe do a diffuser while you're in the shower. I don't know, something like that. Um, if you're having difficulty, because sometimes doing something on the stove like that, it's hard to get the steam to really come out, to breathe it in. You could um, rub it topically, we said, on your skin and on your scalp. If you want to get rid of graying, it's suggested to massage the clove oil into your scalp a couple times a week. That's supposed to help reduce graying of the hair. For sty, you could boil or make it like a tea by adding some cloves to some water that's hot, and letting it sit there for a while, and then dipping either a cloth or cotton ball in there, and then placing it on the eye that is affected, for like 5 to 10 minutes, and doing that multiple times a day, so that you could relieve the symptoms of the sty. You can take 2 cloves or chew up and swallow 2 cloves a day to help improve your blood sugars. You could use oil or ground clove to swoosh and gargle so that you can help for dental health. And cloves can be chewed, obviously, is the most obvious one. But those are just a few of the ones that I was able to find. If you have any other suggestions, please do comment below. And don't forget to continue sending me your amazing natural healing stories so I can continue sharing them. Don't forget to check out my Espanol channel if you like my content and would like to see it in Espanol. And I think that's it for today. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.